So guys, I recently checked out a Slick brand guitar. Now the Slick brand of guitars is sold by GFS, or the Guitar Fetish Company. And in that video where I checked out the Slick guitar, I asked if you guys had any other stuff from the Guitar Fetish Company that you wanted me to check out, because I kind of felt like it was a brand that I had kind of been overlooking for a while. So in today's video, by popular demand, I'm going to check out one of the really cool Xaviere guitars. Let's take a look. Alright guys, I don't mean to be dramatic, but this thing is stunning. Look at this guitar, Purple Burst. Now this is one of the XV Pro 555 guitars from the Xaviere brand over on Guitar Fetish. This is a beautiful guitar with some really cool specs, and when I tell you guys the price of this thing, I think it's going to blow your mind. Now first of all, just look at this top here. It's a flame purple burst. This model, it's offered in many different colors, many different finishes and so forth. I think these flame burst finishes are always some of my favorites on a single cutaway in a Les Paul style guitar. Now on this particular model, one of the things that I think jumps out right away is the fact that we've got a Floyd Rose style double locking tremolo. Now this is a licensed Floyd Rose, which of course keeps the cost down. But one thing I've talked about in the past is that not all licensed Floyd Roses are created equal. Some of them are pretty bad, some of them are really, really good, in some cases just as good as a regular Floyd Rose. And this one, you'll hear how well it stays in tune when I do the playing demo, but I can tell you right now, this is definitely one of the better licensed tremolos. Now let's talk about some specs here really quick. So the body is mahogany, the neck is mahogany, it's got a walnut fretboard, which looks really beautiful on this guitar. And then it has the flame maple top. And something that's important about this guitar here, especially for a guitar in this price range, this is not just a solid mahogany body with a thin maple veneer slapped on top of it, but this guitar actually has a real maple top, and then the flame was put on top of that. So you're going to get, I mean, people argue about tone woods and stuff all the time, but as far as the construction goes, it's going to be the classic mahogany body with a nice maple top on it. 22 frets on this guitar, and here's the thing about the frets. They call these medium jumbo frets. But these are some of the biggest, tallest medium jumbo frets I've ever seen. These are really some of the best frets I've seen on a budget-friendly guitar. Not only are they really, really tall and polished really nicely, but the fret edges are done really, really nicely too. So it's very, very comfortable. And again, because these are so tall, it's very responsive. It almost gives you that scalloped feeling where there's less pressure from your fingers on the wood of the fretboard and more, just your fingers pressing on the strings that are then pressing on the frets. Okay, so let's talk about the price here. $289 for this guitar right here. And there are actually some versions of this guitar that are even less expensive if you want a simpler finish, or if you want the one that doesn't have the double locking trim. I'll put links for all that stuff down in the video description below. But guys, just on looks alone, I would pay that much for this guitar. I mean, this thing is beautiful. They also have like a flame green that looks really cool too. Anyway, again, you can check out the different models in the video description. Now, the other thing I want to mention before we get into the demo is the fact that these pickups are what they call quick plug pickups. And they've designed these so you can swap the pickups in and out without having to do any soldering. So of course, GFS sells a variety of pickups. I mean, I think a lot of people already know them for that. And so they have all these, this huge variety of these quick plug pickups. And so if you get a guitar like this that's quick plug equipped, then you can swap all these pickups in just like a matter of minutes. Now for the video today, I'm just going to review the guitar, but I might be checking out some of those pickups in the future since I have this guitar now. Also guys, did somebody say push-pull pots? I think somebody said that. I'm not sure, maybe it was me, but this guitar, in addition to all these other cool features, it has push-pull pots on the tone controls. So you can you can split the coils of both of these pickups, the neck pickup and the bridge pickup. Okay, but we'll talk a little bit more about some other specs in the playing demo. For now, let's go ahead and plug this thing in and listen to how it sounds. For this demo, I'm going to use my Fender GTX 100 amplifier so I can give you a few different clean tones and so forth that we can listen to this guitar through. Real quick, guys, as always, if you enjoy videos like this, checking out cool, affordable guitars and guitar gear, and you have not already subscribed, please consider subscribing right now. All right, guys, let's plug in this beautiful Purple Burst guitar from Xaviere. Let's check it out. Alright guys, so there's a few things I want to mention after playing this guitar. One is, again, I'm really impressed with the fretwork on this guitar. I mean, the fretwork is really kind of a standout feature of this guitar. I wish you guys could somehow experience it through the video. But yeah, these are nice, tall frets, really nicely finished, and it just makes the guitar really easy to play. Also, the push-pull pots really make a big difference. Sometimes coil splitting options on guitars, they don't really give you a true single coil sound. But with this guitar, I felt like it really did do that. So I'm pretty impressed with how effective those coil splitting options are. Now, as far as the control layout, it's what you'd expect on a Les Paul style guitar. We've got 2 volumes, 2 tones, and a 3-way toggle switch up here. Now, there's also a lot of just other little details on this guitar that I really like these inlays. Check out these inlays, these are really cool. And it's got binding around the neck and around the body, and of course the matching pickup rings. And everything just looks really nice. Also guys, the weight of this guitar, pretty substantial. I weighed this thing, and this one is well over 9 pounds. This one was about 9.3 pounds, so it's pretty beefy, but that helps it balance really well. And I think if you're going for a single cut Les Paul style guitar, you're probably expecting it to be pretty heavy, which this one is. Now, as far as the trem goes, I think you heard there during the demo, it does stay in tune really well, even when you're doing aggressive dive bombs and so forth. Now, I wouldn't say it's quite as smooth as like a 1000 series Floyd Rose or an original Floyd Rose, something like that. But for a licensed Floyd Rose, or even like the Floyd Rose Special, I mean, this one works really, really well. The other thing, and if you guys have seen some of my videos in the past, you'll know that this is something that kind of irks me. Sometimes on the less expensive Floyd Rose style bridges, sometimes the arm clatters a little bit. And so you end up just with all these like extra spring noise and stuff from the arm not being snug in the trim. This bridge does not have that problem. It does absolutely let you tighten it up enough where, for one thing, it doesn't swing around, and then the other thing is it doesn't make any weird clattering noises or anything. But yeah, honestly, for 289 bucks, I mean, this is like a screaming deal. And like I said, they have a lot of other sort of variations on this guitar. If you want one that just has a standard stop tail bridge or a different finish, they've got a lot of different guitars available as well. Now there is a shipping charge on top of the price of the guitar, and it's going to vary depending on where you live. For me, in Southern California, it was a little bit under 30 bucks. So, you know, for like $290, $310, $320, right in that price range, you're getting this guitar, and it's, I mean, this is really, really nice. I just don't know what else to say about it. All right, guys, but that is the Xaviere XV Pro 555. Whew, oh, gorgeous. Now, does anybody out there watching own one of these Xaviere guitars, or maybe one of the other models they have? As always, guys, I would love to hear what you think of the guitar. It's helpful for me, helpful for the other people interested in the guitar. So just, you know, leave your comments in the comment section below. Now, in the video description, I'm going to put links for that guitar. I'm also going to put links for the amplifier I use at Fender GTX 100, and I'll have stuff down there for my social media and my instructional video. I've got a special 50% off link for that down there as well. All right, guys, that's it for today. Thanks for watching. As always, if you enjoyed the video, please give me a thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you soon.